Are you always hungry for restaurant meat pie? Or you are a meat pie lover? Or you are thinking about dessert to make for the family? Come closer. Let me show you how you can make your own meat pie in your comfort home using some easy recipe. I made this meat pie for my family. It's a lifesaver that always save me sometimes. They just have to eat it up in the microwave and just make some tea and or some juice and they're good to go. I want to say a big shout out to his friend, like a sister. She always make this meat pie, and anytime she make this meat pie at home, she always brings some for me, because she know I love meat pie. So I want to say a big shout out to her. This org go to one of my amazing mommy, Miss Kudirat Atoloye Ibrahim. She's a very supportive woman. She has been supporting me from the day one that I started my page. Thank you so much, and for always leaving a wonderful comment and always like. Thank you for your support, and I really appreciate. So let's go back to the recipe. I had my cooking oil into the pot. I added some chopped onion. Be careful not to put too much oil because the beef, they have extra oil like a fat. But I love to start with some cooking oil, even though I have to drain the oil later. That is just the way I love to make my ground beef. So I added my ground beef into the oil, and at this point, you want to break it down. You want to try as much as possible to mix them very well. So I'm going to be using my beef bouillon. I'm going to be using some curry, red pepper chopped, the flakes, thyme, ginger and garlic paste, black pepper, and some salt for taste. So I added some salt into the ground beef. Then after that, I'm going to go ahead, add all my spice into the beef. You can see I'm going to leave everything for you in the caption so that you will know what I added. So, or if you want to follow my process. I had some seasoning powder, the zason seasoning powder into the ground beef. So at this point, you want to make sure your ground beef are fully cooked. You can see I have some extra oil, but at this point, I just want to cook everything before if I have to drain the excess oil. So you want to make sure it's fully cooked. Then after that, I had my chopped potatoes. I'm going to add everything into the beef, and I'm going to go ahead add some of my the vegetables. So I'm going to be using some bell peppers, the chopped one, the colored. I use the red and the green with some chopped onion. I added everything into my potato and ground beef. I mix it together. Then after that, I'm going to go ahead add some shredded carrots into the recipe. So I'm going to add everything together. Then after that, I'm going to go ahead. You can see it's coming out so good already. They look nice and delicious already. Trust me, you can even eat it like that. But, we have to be very careful because, we want to use it for something. So you don't want to finish the whole thing. So before I proceed, on the side, I'm going to be working with my cornstarch. I have a bowl of water. Then I'm going to be adding my cornstarch. You can see, gently add the cornstarch and make sure everything is well blended with the water. So I had about 2.5 cornstarch into the water. I'm going to see because I don't want to overdo. If I have to add extra more, then I will add it later. So I added my cornstarch mix into the potato and mix everything together. So at this point, I can see the oil coming out a lot. So I have to scrape some of the oil into the bowl. You can use it to cook some rice. You can use it to fry egg for later. So don't throw it out. It's useful for some other food. So I scraped some of the oil, then I added a little bit of water. The reason is that the potatoes, sorry, are still hard and I want them to be in a soft form. So that is why I added some water. And I'm just going to let it cook. I'm going to put it on a low heat into a boil so that everything is going to be well cooked together. You can see I sprinkled a little bit additional cornstarch to make it thicker because I had more water to it. So that is what I'm doing right now. So if you are watching me for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram for lovely recipe. If you really love cooking or you like watching cooking videos, sometimes I do some other thing that's fun that you will definitely love and enjoy and ready to share with your loved ones. So follow me and don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be notified right away. So you can see everything is well cooked. They are well moist, not dry, because you don't want a dry filling for your meat pie. This is exactly the way I want it to be. Nice. So we're gonna go ahead, start prepping our meat pie. So I start with my dry ingredients. I had 4 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to be using that. You can see. Then after that, in a bowl, try to use a bowl that is going to be very convenient for you to mix. I'm going to add my baking powder. I'm going to be using 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Then I'm going to be using some Irish butter. I'm going to be adding my butter into my flour. At first, I'm going to start with half cup of flour, butter. But trust me, I'm still going to add additional more butter. And I added a little bit of salt. When you are adding your ingredient, it's better for you to start with a little less amount. That way you can control it. If you need to add some more, then you can add another more. You can see I added another about 1/3 more butter, and you can see they come out very good. You can see the mixture like in form of crumbs, and this is how they should look. So I crack 2 eggs, like a room temperature eggs, into my mixture. I'm going to be using half cup of milk, but trust me, I'm not using the whole half milk. That is why I said it's good to start with a little bit amount of ingredient, and if you need to add some more, you can see I didn't finish using the half cup of milk, and because I have my perfect dough already. You can see I'm going to use my hand to feel the texture, and this is the perfect consistency that we are looking for. Well moist, not too mushy and not too sticky, and this is exactly the way they should look. If you follow this recipe, trust me, you will enjoy this meat pie. So I put everything into a plastic bag, wrap it up, and to let it rest for about 40 to 1 hour. I will set it aside. You can leave it in your fridge so that it's going to rest for about couple of minutes. So after that, this is about 40 minutes already. I'm going to start rolling up my dough. I sprinkle some flour on the table. Then after that, I'm going to put my dough, cut it into 4 slices with my pizza cut. This will make me have the ability to work on my dough in a very easy way. So I slice it into 4 pieces, and I will start working on the dough. You can cut this in any shape or sizes that you prefer. It's up to you. This recipe is really good. So that was me rolling up my uh, dough in a flat form before cutting the dough into shape that I want. So now it's time for me to add my fillings after cutting my dough. You can see I'm going to be using one of my kids' bowl to make a circle. Then after that, I'm going to add my filling. Then when I add my fillings, I'm going to flip it over to secure the filling. Then I'm going to use my fork to just make like to secure the dough. And you see, this is how they look like, and this is what I got. Then I just use the fork to poke like a little bit like 3 dots on the top, just for it to bake more easy, and the heat can penetrate in the meat pie. So I spray some of my pancake spray so that when I'm baking, it's going to be very easy for me to flip it or to turn it, then I'm making another shape. I'm just using my pizza cut. This thing is a lifesaver. Is make your work very easy and faster. So I'm just using that to cut in any shape that I want. These are very perfect for kids. It's easy for them to grab. It's not too big, so that sometimes they don't want to, like to control the portion for them. So I'm going to continue the process. Then the meat pie, they are getting set already. So when I'm done doing all this process, I'm going to crack one egg into a bowl, just to put it on top of the meat pie, so that it's going to give us this nice golden brown color, and it's going to help the meat pie when it's cooking not to get burnt. Yeah. So I think I'm doing the last one before yep. Then everything is done. I put them into my baking tray. Then I'm gonna mix the egg together. Then after that, I use my brush to brush it up on the meat pie, and everything is coming out so good. So while I was rolling my meat pie, I on my oven so that it's gonna be like preheating before I'm done with the rolling of the meat pie. So I put it in the oven for about 30 minutes. Yep, I guess about 30 minutes in the oven, but try to keep checking because you don't want them to burn. 350 Fahrenheit, or you can do 360 Fahrenheit, depends on the oven that you are using. And this is exactly the way they look. They come out pretty good, very soft, nice and fluffy. I was in a rush that day because I make this on Christmas Day for the kids, and I was working that day, so I was in a very quick rush. I should have opened up the meat pie for you to see the inside, how they look. But this meat pie is so delicious. If you can give it a try and just follow all the process, you will achieve a perfect recipe meat pie that you will definitely want to keep trying all over again. So if you watch this recipe to this time, that means you really love this video. That means you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye, and have a lovely and wonderful day. Bye.